Namaste. Today on Touch of Light, I want to talk about the most memorable talk. We have a friend who is now quite an old man. He's in his late 80s, perhaps even 90s. He helped our work get started in India nearly 50 years ago, and so has been a long time friend. But he's a wonderful storyteller. And we were sitting with him at lunch one day, and he said, "Would you like to hear about the most memorable talk I've ever heard in my life?" And we said, "Of course, Indu, tell us about this." And he said, "It was a strange experience." He said, "I was a young man, probably in my mid-20s, and this famous Swami was going to give a spiritual talk. And so I was eager to attend. I had to pay some amount in order to attend this lecture, and I came in, and at first there was a group doing some chanting, a tabla player and a harmonium player, and it was a kind of a scene. I was waiting for the Swami to come out. And then finally he came out, and he bowed to everyone, and he said, "Everything that happens to you is a gift from the divine to prepare you for your next spiritual step." And he walked off. And I thought, that's strange. And then about 5 minutes later, he came back and he said, "Everything that happens to you is a gift from the divine, meant to prepare you for your next spiritual step," and walked off again. And then about 5 minutes later, he came back, and you can guess what he said. "Everything that happens to you is a gift from the divine, meant to prepare you for your next spiritual step," and walked off, and that was the end of his lecture. And so you probably too, have attended a lot of classes or lectures. You can't remember their content. Certainly you can't remember them 50 or 60 years later. But this simple little talk was driven home with such an impact that Indu remembered it all that time later. And so, why does it have that impact? Because the message is rooted in the truth of the universe. Everything that happens to you is a gift from the divine, and it's meant to prepare you for your next spiritual step.